Well, we finished 2-1. Wasn't pretty, but when you're playing a standard deck in Modern, it's generally not going to be pretty. So, just to make sure that y'all weren't expecting too much of me. Changes going forward, I would say Ishkana to the sideboard, even though it was good in 2 of the matchups. Cut the Brain Maggot entirely. Maybe cut one of the Eye Blights ending for a cheaper removal spell. Grizzly Salvage is really strong. It is powerful, but I think you might just want another grapple. Fine with the amount of discard, fine with the amount of fatal pushes. And then probably need a more coherent sideboard. I'm not sure exactly what that entails, but maybe I'll figure it out at some point. I also don't think that like Tracker is a great main deck card, at least as a one of. Like if there were more of them, I would be happier about it. Just because naturally drawing them is way better than traversing for them. But yeah, I don't know. Like, certainly this deck could incorporate some number of Tarmogoyfs. Obviously, it makes it a lot weaker against Graveyard Hate when you start doing things like that. Then your opponent just plays a Rest in Peace and, like, KOs all your cards instead of, like, you know, they play a Ley Line of Sanctity and, like, only half your cards are dead, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Tarmogoyf could certainly be very, very big in this deck, but maybe Grimflayer is even better. I don't know. Obviously, Grimflayer is tough to cast with 4 Eldrazi Temples, but either way, I do like Delirium, Traverse, Eldrazi Temple, Emrakul. I do think that maybe you need a second Emrakul somewhere. Maybe if you have more grapples, then that kind of solves that problem. Who knows? But sideboard has reasonable cards in it. There's no, like, hammers, really, in the board. I think the Thoughtseize can go. Maybe the push can go. Like, Brutality is basically your push. And the life gain animals are also pseudo-fatal pushes, so if you need help against other stuff, like, maybe you just need more Dredge Hate. I don't know, because that matchup certainly did not look good, but anyway, this was a lot of fun. This deck might actually have legs. Like, it's kind of weird, because it's in that spot where it's like, oh, you're playing, like, Infect or Affinity, you're trying to kill me on turn 3, that's going to be tough to beat. And it's like, oh, you're playing, like, Scapeshifter Ad Nauseam, you're trying to kill me on turn 4, that's tough to beat. So, I'm not sure exactly what sort of space this deck resides in. It is likely that it would be good against Jund, but I've seen Jund just, like, pick apart decks like this, where it's like, take your 1 removal spell, stick my Dark Confidant, blah, blah, blah. Death Shadow 2, I don't know. I feel like it would be kind of the same problem where they would just, like, pick you apart of one certain thing. And, like, yeah, your late game's going to be better, but they would just make it so you're short on one piece, like either just, like, creatures as threats or blockers or removal spells or what have you, and just beat you that way, because not a lot of the removal spells kill, like, a 6/6, so yeah. Alright, this was fun. I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you want to see more stuff like this by me or my fellow authors, feel free to check out the Star City Games YouTube channel. As always, thank you for watching. It was great. Be back next week. If you have any ideas for weirdo old standard decks I can port to modern, I don't know. This is kind of being a trend, so it's been fun so far. Appreciate it. Let me know in the comments.